All right, so today's video is for the international users. For those who don't have any sort of connectors for your rear reflector, we're going to show you how our kit works and how it's plug and play. So taking it off is no different than our original video. You're going to want to pop off the fender flares here and get access. I'm going to show you that right now. So you're going to go ahead and get a tool to pop off all these little tiny clips that are in the interior. The reason why we want to do this is that we want to make sure the fender flare is accessible. You can use any plastic trim removal kit, but this is just the one that I end up utilizing. Once you pop off the outer clip, it pops off just like that. And here's a closer look at what it looks like. So what it is that you're just basically trying to get in between these clips, pop off the top part, and then this comes off. And then what happens is after you get that to pop off, this actually pops off pretty easily. I'm gonna try to get the back side to pop off. Sometimes you're just gonna have to pinch on the top, pinch and push. And that pops it off just like that. Now yours, when you do it, you're actually not going to have anything here. So what happened with yours is you actually don't even have a connector. So when you get your kit, we're going to show you how to run our wire and add the connector. So with our kit, it's basically going to come with two sets on the rear, and they mount in just like that. Now, you should have a little hole here. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and grab our connector, pop this in, it should snap right in. And then what you're gonna do is eventually you're gonna go ahead and grab the cable that we're gonna be feeding, connecting this in to it, and then popping it back in. I'm gonna show you how to do that now. In an effort to make our harness plug and play, we're going to rely on getting access. And to get access, we have to pop off these little clips. And in these clips, there are little bolts that we need to open up. I want to say these are about 8 millimeters. Is it 8 or 9? It's 8. It is 8 millimeters. Pop in our tool, pop in our 8 millimeter. Remove these bolts. Set them aside. Now to remove the access of the rear tail light, you're basically going to have to pull and pull. And then mine came off pretty easily because I've been removing it for a while. And there are these little stems. It may be a little bit tough. Just make sure you slowly move and finesse it out. And when you get here, what you're going to do is you're going to disconnect the harness from here. And yours may be a little bit differently situated. You're going to unplug by pushing this down and pulling, and set this aside. And then you're going to have access to this area in here. At this point, you're going to take our harness that we have right here, and we already have the harness piggybacked for another object, but it's okay. We're going to keep daisy chaining this. We're going to pop in our harness, snap it into place, and then we're going to snap in the other end, and just for the purpose of testing, we're going to snap it back on the tail light that we have set aside. And then separately, there's this really long 2-wire here. We're going to feed this down here and into the wheel well, like that, okay? So we're going to get it all the way down and have it nicely tucked later. And we're going to go look for that wire on the bottom. So your wire, if you push it down far enough, and believe it or not, this is separate, but there's another wire in here that I'm going to go ahead and grab. It's associated with the wire that I just pulled. So here's that wire. Remember that really long This is that wire. So this right here, we're gonna go ahead and feed it through this little area. We're gonna feed it through. And then what we're gonna do is, for now, pop this back on. And then we take our lights with the adapter. We're gonna plug into the harness, just like this. There's only one way to plug it. Make sure you match up the connectors. I'm gonna slowly go ahead and move this back in there, as so. And then we're gonna go slide this and make sure you go at the bottom first and you pop in the top. We're not gonna pop in everything. And if everything is connected correctly, it should be opening fine when we unlock door, and we'll take a look. All right, so for the rear, we wired it with the tail light. And here's the keys. So when we hit the unlock, that should light up. As you see, it lights up. I'm gonna lock it back, turns off. Again, unlock, it lights up. And that's how you do the rear connector international style. We made it fairly simple. The wire is super easy to route. The connections are super easy, so if you're interested, go ahead and order our kit. We only have a few international wiring harness. We hope to get more, and thank you for watching the video.